Have you ever noticed how some computers start instantly, while others take forever to load? Or why some laptops open apps in seconds, while others feel slow? The secret behind this speed is SSD. In this video, we will explain what SSD is and how it works in the simplest way possible. What is SSD? SSD stands for solid-state drive. It is a type of storage device used in computers to store data permanently. Think of SSD as your computer's long-term memory. It stores operating system, Windows, applications, games, files and documents. Unlike RAM, SSD keeps your data even when the computer is turned off. Why SSD is important? SSD is very important because it makes your computer fast. When you use an SSD, your system boots quickly, apps open instantly, files transfer faster, overall performance improves. That's why modern laptops and PCs use SSD instead of older storage. How SSD works? Simple. Let's understand this in a simple way. An SSD uses flash memory chips to store data. There are no moving parts inside it. When you open a file or program, data is instantly accessed from SSD, sent to RAM, then processed by CPU. So the process is write SSD RAM. CPU, because SSD is very fast, your system feels smooth and responsive. SSD versus HDD. Many people compare SSD with HDD. HDD, hard disk drive, is the older type of storage. Here's the difference. SSD, no moving parts, very fast, silent, more durable. HDD, has spinning disks, slower, can make noise, more fragile. In simple words, SSD equals speed, HDD equals slow. Types of SSD. There are mainly three types of SSD. 1. SATA SSD, looks like a hard drive, slower than other SSDs, but still faster than HDD. 2. NVMe SSD, much faster than SATA, connects directly to motherboard, best for gaming and heavy work. 3. M.2 SSD, small and compact, can be SATA or NVMe, used in modern laptops. What happens without SSD? If your computer only has HDD, boot time is slow, apps take time to open, system feels laggy. SSD in gaming. SSD improves gaming experience. With SSD, games load faster, maps load quickly, less waiting time. But remember, SSD does not increase FPS directly. GPU handles that. SSD in daily use. SSD makes everyday tasks smoother. Opening browser, watching videos, switching apps, everything becomes faster and more responsive. More SSD equals better performance? Not exactly. More SSD means more storage space, not speed. Speed depends on type of SSD, SATA versus NVMe. System performance, but having SSD is always better than HDD. SSD RAM CPU, perfect combo. For best performance, you need SSD fast storage, RAM multitasking, CPU processing. All three work together to give smooth performance. Let's quickly recap. SSD is a fast storage device. It stores data permanently, it has no moving parts, it makes your computer faster. It is better than HDD. Now you understand what SSD is and why it is important. If you want more simple tech videos like this, subscribe to Byteboard and tell us in the comments. What should we explain next? Motherboard, FPS, or internet?